Hello and welcome back to another episode of Disnova Fall playing the Stanley Parable. I am back playing Stanley Parable. This is exactly where we left off. I have not done anything else since now. Open this elevator. Let's go in and push a button. Ah! That's not too bad actually. That shakes a lot though. Right, where is the elevator going now? Don't like that door.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Yes, I'm so confused of where's I going to go to get off this course. I've recovered from the last episode, but not sure how long I'm going to last with this one. Whereas to be honest with you, going to last one quite well. Probably be a shorter one.
Deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Yeah, let's test it out first.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Really? Let's try it. Okay, it is your death. Right, look at the old episode. I've looked at... Wait, what?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Nah!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated. as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Wait, what?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Okay, I didn't expect this. Yeah, this is definitely a weird game. I go right.
Oh, I don't know. How about they're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing? Does that sound plausible to you?
I'm a little confused, guys. Girls, depends on who's watching. I've never played this game before, so I've no idea what to do. It's a fun alpha ending. Well, that was just a exhibition. As far as I'm aware. So let's get the exhibition, let's just push on forwards. Wait. What did I remember say? Exit. Why do auras have to be really dark?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Am I dead? I think I'm dead. Okay, that's a new way of looking at it from the beginning. Hello? Hello? The crash is like... I have no idea. Okay, a little bit confused. Do I just restart? Because nothing's happening. There we go, I was going to restart. Because I have no idea if it's going to reload. Hang on.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Hang
Stanley
on.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What the... Huh? Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Right, this is the plan.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
No, here's the plan. That door over there was open. I didn't notice that before. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump on this. Jump in there. See where it leads us. I'm going to be about $5,000. Let's just go.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing
Can't jump
but
very
you
full.
all this time.
Gonna get this
It's
perfect,
someone
guys.
you've been neglecting,
Let's try this.
Stanley. Someone
Ready?
you've forgotten about.
Go.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want
Oops.
something bad to happen to you? Why?
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that
Oh.
I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Why red? Danger. Calm. It's going to run in circles if I go back in the red. I'm going for blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go.
Ah.
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Right, it's new. Right then guys, what number shall I pick? Of options wise. Well, it doesn't give you a lot of options, just pick a door. And you kill yourself afterwards anyway. Well, they kills you. Look, I was guessing 2 or 3. What do you reckon guys? 2 or 3? Let's think. Let's get middle. 3.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Really? I figured that.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Let's say 5. I want to go through doors.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing.
Yay!
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
No.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Yay!
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Take a while, isn't it?
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
Where's the light going from?
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
I've no idea what's going on, guys. What the...
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley.
How do you jump?
Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then...
A dirt house.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
It's a dirt house. No one likes dirt houses.
You've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
I'm not going inside a dirt house. People don't know what game this is, but probably you do. It's Minecraft. I play this game, I don't build dirt houses. I don't build dirt houses.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, That's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
I realise I can't jump, so... miners and...
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Nope. Could you?
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
This is fun. Sometimes. Rather than restarting all the time. I'm getting lost and confused and annoyed. Obviously restart Stanley Parable for some reason. But hey, who really judge? Paul!
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You
Bono.
trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
It's called Portal. I hate that radio.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
This is easy. Completed this.
Genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you.
See what? Okay. Everyone else confused. Where is it? Where does it go? Like I managed to land through that. Right. I'm still completely confused what's going on. Okay, not this way then.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. very soon. I can wait.
Oh. I don't know, dead duck. Where on earth is there left to go? I mean...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I have no idea what to do, guys, now. I have no idea.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
There's got to be another exit through the left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Ha! No. Worth a try.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
He says there's nowhere else to go. I mean, come on. There's got to be a way out somewhere. Down. Let's go down, please. Oh God, I don't know where else to go, guys. It's just confusing. I've gone through the other paths. Okay, changed a few times, but did I actually complete it, or is it just... Well, I don't know, I'm not too sure what to do. Do I really go off this path? I have no idea. Okay, it's a nice lift and everything, and music's okay. Apart from the shaking, of course. Where's it supposed to go? Wait, is this person swearing? I think the razor's thinking something. Yeah, I'm just singing. And I'm going to speak narrator. So I'll just see what's going to happen. I don't know what to do, guys. It's just where it says go. Did I complete the game already, or am I just continuing this further more than it needs to be? I think I know why it's just shaking. It's shaking because it's not moving. And making a sound like it, make it feel like it's moving, but it's not moving because it's not actually moving. Therefore, it's just shaking because it's stuck in the same position. Oh. Just give it another minute. I just want to see if this guy says anything. Yeah, 2 games earlier, Minecraft, and I'm already doing one. Portal will do one as well. You know what? Go exact same position. Thought so. Stuck in the same.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
I don't know where around this place. Sure, it can't be the same way each time. Hey, come on.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Now guys, I don't know what happened when I went down there, but I have a feeling that something in there is going to help. I'm not sure on 2 occasions I know something in there I can do, something in there I might have missed. Let's try this one first.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Well, there's no other way to continue, is there?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Wait, what was that one?
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What number's that? Five 2 8. What's 528?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
So,
happy or sad or content.
4,
Walking, eating, working.
3.
All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past
5.
began to sink in,
5,
Stanley
4,
decided that this
3.
machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle
1, 2,
the controls once
3, 4,
and
5.
for all.
That's what I'm trying to test out, guys. Do it as an order. If I can do it as an order quickly enough. 10. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation.
What button did I press, guys? Did I press the yes button by accident? I wasn't even pointing at it.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Boy.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go.
So I'm going to do this quickly because that's a bit annoying. One press phone? Phone.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Really narrator voice. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set
There's
of
no
two
rush.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, I'll go through this quickly, guys.
Yet there was not a single person here
Accidentally
either.
press yes.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
Oh, thank you very much. Sorry guys, be quick. Go.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I'm still confused how to get out of this.
The
When I
lights
said- when I
rose
said
on an
an
enormous
exit,
room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
It's got to be a proper ending.
monitors jumped to life, their
gotta say
true
one
nature
thing.
revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the
Hurry up.
building, Stanley's co-workers.
Hurry up!
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Come on.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Guys, I'm
But
never
here was
gonna
the
press
proof, the heart
no.
of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from
Orange
this
was idle,
very place.
waiting input.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink
Frozen
in,
doesn't know it was on
Stanley
or off.
decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're going to die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These
Okay, it doesn't work.
buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything. Something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won?
Yes.
Sold? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then...
Okay, it's not work.
No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
I'm dead. Right guys, I think this wraps this one up. I'm still back here with no legs. This is annoying. This has been Disnova Fall, another Stanley Parable episode. Part 2, the confusion continues. First one's confusion begins. So I'm not sure what names are. You've seen one thing anyway. So this is it. Disnova Fall. Catch you next episode.